Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology, and today I am going to cover a new topic, that is the impact of Rahu Ketu transit on India in particular from 23rd September 2020. Now Rahu and Ketu are going to change signs on 23rd September 2020, and this is a major shift in energies which is going to impact nations across the world in a big way. So in this video we will see what is the impact of this transit on India in particular. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. So many of our viewers were writing to us to make this video, and today being a weekend and I have some time, I thought I'll make this video. So now look at this diagram. So till now Rahu was present in the sign of Gemini or Mithun in the third house of the natural zodiac. Okay, and Ketu was present in the Dhanu Rashi. Now on 23rd September 2020, Ketu moves from Dhanu Rashi to Vrishik Rashi, and Rahu moves from the Mithun Rashi to the sign of Taurus. So Rahu is going to enter the Mrigashira Nakshatra and Ketu is going to enter the Jeshta Nakshatra. Okay. Now what is Mrigashira Nakshatra? Mrigashira Nakshatra is all about wandering. It is about curiosity. Okay. So when Rahu enters this nakshatra, the curiosity of people across the world is going to increase. Similarly, Ketu is going to enter into the Jeshta Nakshatra. Okay, and Jeshta represents someone senior, someone elderly. Okay, and Scorpio or Vrishik is the natural 8th house in the zodiac belt. Okay, which signifies accidents, which signifies hidden things, which signifies inheritance, which signifies research. Okay, so this is a very good time for doing any kind of research activities. But Vrishik Rashi, being the 8th house in the natural zodiac, okay, also signifies accidents, etc. Okay, it signifies a major shift in energies, it signifies a major transformation. The 8th house is the house of upheavals. Okay, so what is going to happen because of this transit is there are going to be major upheavals in times to come. Okay, so there can be things like wars, there can be the death of a very senior minister. But remember that these things will not take place immediately after the transit. Okay, so if the transit is happening on 23rd September 2020, this is not going to happen immediately. These incidents of wars, of calamities, etc., will occur once Jupiter moves into the sign of Capricorn. Okay, that is once Jupiter moves into Capricorn on November 20th, 2020, and when he comes into close conjunction with Saturn around December 2020. Okay, that is when these incidents will start showing its effect. That too around 14th December there is going to be a solar eclipse. Okay, and that is the time when all these bad things will start happening. So there are possibilities of war and calamities which may occur after December 14th 2020. Now my goal in this video is not to create fear, not to scare people, okay, but I also want to prove this historically and with evidence why this may happen. Now we all know that India got independence in the year 1947, and when India got independence, we all know there were communal rights. Okay, there were riots throughout, and that was the time when Rahu was in the sign of Taurus and Ketu was in the sign of Vrishik. Right? Now every 18 years, Rahu and Ketu come back to the same sign. So after 1947, you add 18 years, okay, you reach around 1965, 1966. What happened in 1966? On January 11th, 1966, our dear Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri died under mysterious circumstances. Okay, till date, no one really knows how Lal Bahadur Shastri actually died. So again at this point of his death, Rahu was in Taurus and Ketu was in Vrishik. So you can see that in 1966, a major politician who was the Prime Minister of India at that point in time, he died under mysterious circumstances. Now again after 18 years, Rahu came back into Taurus and Ketu came back into Vrishik. So now say after 1966, you add again 18, you will reach 1984, correct? And in 1984 what happened? In 1984, in the month of October, I think towards the end of October, our honorable Prime Minister at that point in time, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, right? She was assassinated by her own bodyguard. Okay? So again at this point, Rahu was in Taurus, Ketu was in Vrishik. Also, one more incident I remember which happened in 1984, I think in the month of December. Okay, that was the Bhopal gas tragedy where many people, many innocent people lost their lives. Okay, so again at this point, Rahu is in Taurus, Ketu is in Vrishik. Let us go a step further now. We will move 18 years ahead from 1984. Okay, so add 18 to 1984, you reach the year 2002. Okay, what happened in 2002? See, in 2001, around September month, right, we had the 9/11 attacks on the US, right? And in 2002, again, in India, there were the Godhra riots. Okay, so there were communal riots in India in the year 2002. So again at that point in time, what happened? Rahu was in Taurus, Ketu was in Vrishik. So time and again, history is proving that whenever Rahu is in Taurus, Ketu is in Vrishik, these kind of incidents, either assassinations, wars, okay, are continuously happening. Another interesting part is when Lal Bahadur Shastri died, okay, Rahu was in the Kritika Nakshatra, Ketu was in the Anuradha Nakshatra. Okay, when Indira Gandhi died also, the same scenario was there. Rahu was in Kritika, Ketu was in Anuradha. So, this indicates a pattern that is repeating itself. Okay, and therefore, now if you add 18 years to 2002, you reach the year 2020, correct? And on 23rd September 2020, again Rahu enters the sign of Taurus, Ketu enters the sign of Vrishik. But when they enter the sign of Taurus and Vrishik, they first enter into the Mrigashira Nakshatra and Jeshta Nakshatra respectively. And therefore it will take some time for Rahu now to move from Mrigashira Nakshatra to the Kritika Nakshatra and for Ketu to move into the Anuradha Nakshatra. So around 5th October 2021 to 12th April 2022 is the time when these planets Rahu and Ketu will be in Kritika Nakshatra and Anuradha Nakshatra, and that is the time when the top level politicians in India, okay, they have to be very alert. Intelligence agencies have to be very alert at that point, okay, because again history can repeat itself. Okay, and Ketu being in the 8th house, it indicates major upheavals. So what this means is, in this period from 5th October 2021 till 12th April 2022, there are possibilities of assassinations, wars, etc. Okay, and a major economic collapse starting from February. Why did I say February 2021? Okay, because on December 14th, the solar eclipse is going to occur. Also, one more thing we are seeing is Jupiter is coming in close conjunction with Saturn in the sign of Capricorn, and that itself indicates some warlike possibilities. Okay, so already we are seeing there are disputes going on with China, right? India is having disputes with China. So in the month of December, this can escalate into a full-fledged war. There is a strong possibility of this happening. Okay, and therefore we must be very alert in this period. And if this war or any communal riots or civil war happens also, okay, then the economy is going to collapse in a major way. So again, the only point I'm making in this video is that we need to be alert, we need to be careful, we need to have proper savings. Okay, because these are challenging times, and definitely these challenging times can be seen now itself. Now for the months of October, November, we are definitely going to get some respite, okay, but after December we have to be prepared for such challenging situations which may come up. So in my opinion and as per my analysis, India needs to be very careful in relations with its neighbors, mainly with not just with China and Pakistan, but India also needs to take care of its relationship with neighbors such as Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan. Okay, because these neighbors are likely to work against India in this period. But not all is bad, okay, because Rahu here in the Mrigashira nakshatra right now for the next 2 months, okay, he encourages inquisitiveness. Ketu also encourages research in the Jeshta nakshatra, okay. So any research work that is going on to avoid major diseases, viruses, etc., okay, those will show significant progress in this period, and that is a positive aspect of this transit. Okay, anyone who wants to do a PhD, who wants to do research work, okay, this is an excellent time period. So invest yourself in research, invest yourself in studying something new, learning something new. It is a very good opportunity. But from an India standpoint, India needs to be very careful about the relationship with its neighbors. There are possibilities of wars, calamities, etc. And okay, these calamities are not natural calamities. Wherever Rahu is in Taurus, Ketu is in Vrishik, you can see that all the incidents were man-made. They were not natural calamities. Okay, so India needs to be very careful and prepared to boost its economy, to take strong measures for aggressive actions by its neighbors. Now, you may say that all this is a political thing. Okay, what can we do in it? What is our role? Okay, there is nothing much that we really can do. But one way to overcome the bad effects of Rahu and Ketu is to surrender to your Guru, to worship your Guru unconditionally. Okay, because it is Guru who takes you away from the problems, who helps you solve the issues, who takes you closer to God. Okay, so knowing that the times ahead are going to be challenging, especially after December 2020. Okay, surrender yourself to your Guru, worship your Guru, take advice from your Guru. Okay, worship deities such as Dattatreya, Swami Samarth, Gajanan Maharaj, Sai Baba. Okay, these are all known gurus, so take their blessings. It is only Guru who can guide us out of all these problems that we are anticipating and that we can clearly see now. And all these events that happen, they also prove the theory of karma. Okay, that is whatever bad we do, we get back the same thing in some other form in either this life or the next life. And by giving these challenging times, these challenging events, God is showing us that He is actually there. Okay, He ensures justice. So be sincere, pray to your Guru, pray to your God, and God will definitely help us come out of these challenging times. So friends, this was my analysis of the impact on India of the Rahu Ketu transit happening on 23rd September 2020. If you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel Kamath Astrology if you have not done so by clicking the subscribe button, and you will be notified when we add a new video automatically. Now to reach out to us, you can email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com and we'll be glad to guide you. Or you can visit our website astroseva.tripod.com or download our mobile application Kamath Astrology from Google Play Store. So friends, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon shortly with another video. Till then, bye. Stay safe.